pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hello, I'm Jillian Casey, social studies teacher and the co-advisor of the Social Studies Honor Society. I would like to extend my warmest welcome to you all who are virtually viewing this ceremony today. I would also like to thank the administration, Dr. Corcoran, and Ralph Malazzo, my co-advisor, for all your support with this event. Although we could not host the ceremony in person, it is with great pride that we get to acknowledge these stellar students. This is a special moment for us as we make history and induct the very first chapter of students into the Social Studies Honor Society at Walt Whitman.
Hello, parents and students, and welcome to our first ever Social Studies National Honor Society induction ceremony. I am so proud to have these fine young men and women here that show the best and brightest of our social studies department. I'd be remiss if I didn't thank two important people that made this night and our Honor Society a possibility, and that would be Dr. Corcoran and Miss Casey. They have paved the way to bring a Honor Society into the social studies curriculum, and I could not be prouder of their achievements and accomplishments, along with all these fine young men and women. What does it mean to be in the National or Social Studies National Honor Society? Well, it means that you're at a different academic level than other people. You've shown a true love for social studies, as well as just achieving high academics. What I want to say to all of you is I could not be prouder of each and every one of you and what you have done and accomplished here at Walt Whitman High School, not just with this national or this Social Studies National Honor Society, but with everything within your academic career. I look forward to hearing about the wonderful accomplishments that you'll have past the hallways of Walt Whitman. So on behalf of Walt Whitman High School, the Social Studies Department, Dr. Corcoran and Ms. Casey, congratulations.
Hi, and congratulations for being inducted into Rho Kappa, the Social Studies National Honor Society. This is a great accomplishment, and you are the first class ever at Walt Whitman High School to be inducted into the Rho Kappa Honor Society. I'm sure that your academic hard work will continue to be very important to you throughout your career, and I'm sure this Rho Kappa credential will be very nice to have on the college resume, and I hope you continue to love the social studies as I do and all the people in the social studies department do. So congratulations and good luck in your future endeavors.
Our inductees consistently demonstrate outstanding achievement in social studies. They all exhibit excellent leadership qualities. They all participate in school activities and/or community service. They're some of the most well-rounded students at Whitman, and I'm very proud to be part of this great organization. In addition to meeting the requirements to become a member, all students were required to submit an essay to be viewed by the selection committee. We were able to pick some exemplary examples to share with you today.
I've always been one to look for ways in which I can make a lasting impact on the lives of others. The mid to late 19th century was a time filled with bold reformers who wanted to make America a better place for all. Among this time period were pioneers for women's rights, revolutionaries for the treatment of the mentally ill, scholars who understood the value of education, and abolitionists driven by morality. These reformers continuously fought for good and left powerful legacies that we still feel the impact of today. I wish I could have been at the Seneca Falls Convention, among brave women who were fighting for their basic right. Their strength as they began the suffrage movement led to my ability to participate in government generations later. Women like Elizabeth Cady Stanton and Susan B. Anthony have become symbols of strong, empowered women who pursued what they believed was right, despite the discrimination and hate put towards them and their beliefs. I admire their ability to use their voice, even when the world was silencing them, and how they were able to shape a future that was bright for young women like me. In addition to women's rights activists, the 19th century also had incredible abolitionists like Frederick Douglass. I would have liked to work with him to end slavery in the United States and help the U.S. keep its promises of freedom and equality for all. He understood that all human beings should be treated with respect and even made the controversial step to work with women to spread his cause. In regards to education reform, I would have liked to help establish schools and standard curricula for students. Learning has become such an integral part of my life, and I would have loved to give children the gift of education that I enjoy and sometimes even take for granted every day. Through one of my clubs, I have learned a lot about mental illness, which is why I believe I would have loved working with Dorothea Dix in reforming insane asylums. I would encourage people to see a person with mental illness as a person and not a criminal. I would fight for humane ways of taking care of the mentally ill and provide constant support for those who were struggling. I know this essay sounds like I would go back in time and get involved in every reform movement, and that probably sounds crazy. But if you know me, you know I'm very busy and always make time for the things I'm passionate about. And that's why I would want to be a part of the change, instead of just reading about it in a textbook. Of course, I cannot go back in time, so I'll have to make my own impact while remembering my amazing role models of the 19th century.
President Theodore Roosevelt once said, "Far and away the best prize that life offers is the chance to work hard at work worth doing." By this, Roosevelt means reaching a goal that is important to you after putting tons of hard work and effort towards it is the best reward in life. In my opinion, this statement is definitely true and should be read by many more people. I think that one of the best feelings in life is working super hard at something and then succeeding. It's true what they say, hard work does really pay off, and when it does, it is definitely one of the most biggest prizes in life. What one might consider work worth doing is different for everyone. Whether it is studying for hours for tests and getting an A, or staying extra hours in the gym to practice shooting and then making the game winning shot at the next game, it is a true prize when your hard work does eventually pay off. No matter the goal, achieving it after much hard work truly is one of the best prizes in life. For Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., his work worth doing was advocating for equal civil rights and freedom of African Americans during the 1950s and 60s. Many opposed his beliefs, but he still persevered and left a legacy after his death. King was different from some other civil rights activists because he believed in peaceful rather than violent protests in order to reach his goals. He was the leader of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. King and the SCLC allowed African Americans to become involved in the fight for civil rights reform through boycotts, sit-ins, and other peaceful protests. When people saw that some of his peaceful protesting was not really working, they retaliated against him. However, King continued to fight and work to prove them wrong, which he eventually did. On August 28, 1963, at the March on Washington, King delivered his infamous "I Have a Dream" speech, which called for African Americans to no longer be judged by the color of their skin and that they deserve every American right that a white person does. This speech went down in history as one of the most famous, and there's no doubt that it took some hard work to find the right words to be able to inspire his fellow Americans. MLK and his hard work are representative of all the civil rights leaders who fought long and hard for civil rights for African Americans, such as Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman, Malcolm X, and so many more. The fight to end racism was long and tough and went through many people before it was finally achieved. This just goes to show that hard work really does pay off, and in this case, the prize was one of the most important ones in American history.
Candidates, you are being presented for induction into Rho Kappa, a society whose purpose is to honor excellence in social studies. It is an honor to be selected for membership, and I congratulate each of you for attaining this distinction. Our name, Rho Kappa, is taken from two words. Rho is derived from resh, meaning head, and kappa is derived from kaf, which means palm of the hand. Both these terms symbolize our firm belief that knowledge without service is useless. Each of you meets the requirements for membership, and this includes superior work in social studies classes and participation in school and community service. Your work demonstrates the qualities of industry, initiative, and reliability. The principal purpose of Rho Kappa is to stimulate a deeper and more comprehensive understanding of all academic disciplines comprising of the social studies curriculum. Thus, on this occasion, it is appropriate to take a moment and reflect on the significance and contributions of the social studies in the development of each individual.
The green candle stands for scientia, or knowledge. The Greek philosopher and dramatist Euripides stated, "Whoso neglects learning in his youth loses the past and is dead for the future." As a member of Rho Kappa, you have the distinction of being one who seeks knowledge in your youth, and you are therefore building upon your understanding of the past in order to create a future of your own and that of the world in which we live.
The gold candle represents Saipenta, or wisdom. As Supreme Court Justice Oliver Wendell Holmes said, it is the province of knowledge to speak, and it is the privilege of wisdom to listen. Wisdom is the tool we use to discern what is true and how to value that truth.
The blue candle represents officium or service. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Indian political leader Mohandas Gandhi once said, "True civil engagement in school or community service lies not within what you do, but why you do it."
The white candle represents veritas, or truth. According to Nadine Gordimer, South African author and Nobel laureate, the truth isn't always beauty, but the hunger for it is. In social studies, we seek the truth. The truth we seek is untarnished by prejudice or bias. It is this search that leads to greater understanding of the world and humanity's place in it.
Hello, inductees. You have now briefly heard the characteristics of what it takes to be a Rho Kappa scholar. Those of you that agree that you will strive to fulfill these fundamental principles, please recite the oath now.
I do promise to serve others, to search for truth, to utilize knowledge, and to seek wisdom through the pursuit of academic excellence in the social studies. I promise service to Walt Whitman High School and to the community, for true scholars of the social studies lead by example.
Congratulations! I now declare you all members of Rho Kappa. You'll each receive a membership certificate. Thank you for joining us today to honor these exceptional students.